CFR Network, CFR News. Horn King, The Rise and Fall of Ron Jeremy. Channel 4 documentary, two-parter. Channel 4 seems to be putting in some work in regards to putting together some very quality documentaries. Um, Hats off to them for shining a light. When I first stumbled across this news a few years back, I was thinking, my gosh, what on earth is this new stuff? Is this historical stuff? Um, and there wasn't necessarily that much information in the old mainstream. So let's rewind some time. Let's rewind some time. He was a he rose to prominence late 60s, I think 70s. Um, Interesting looking fella. Not exactly what you would class, especially back then, as porn star sort of material. I mean, male talent wasn't necessarily the thing. It was all about the women. Uh, so yeah, I always thought, especially as a youngster and watching pornography and stuff, I always used to think to myself, who on earth is this guy and why is he in, how comes he's in so much, films and, he's got access to all it was a strange. I thought he may be like maybe one of the producers or he had like very big links in the industry, etc. It perplexed me. And he clearly had a very, very, very long career. But it turns out, as per this documentary, um, that this guy was, as I said, he was a pervert. Now, this is the sex industry, this is the adult industry, this is pornography. Um, but these are still people. They've obviously got lower inhibitions to be able to do such things. Hence, they're doing it. But what some of these adult entertainers were discussing at at, at its in inception was more than shocking. Um, this this type of behavior seems to be just in every aspect of um, entertainment, movies. You hear about this casting couch business, uh, the music industry, adult industry. Obviously, some things are going to be taking place, and there's some extreme stuff taking. It's all gone crazy. Industry has dramatically changed since the 70s, 80s, 90s, early thousands, VHS into DVDs. Now it's all online. Yeah, a whole different world. But as I say, it seems to be that there was too many people willing just turn a blind eye while this guy was being a super pervert. Super pervert, yeah, exactly. That you have to be, in some ways perverse of sorts to do these kind of things and allow like a room full of people, lighting, cameramen, and all that kind of stuff. Like it takes a certain type of person to be able to do this. You know, it's it's graphic in regards to the things he was doing. And what's even worse is, I mean, I'm not going to give any spoilers away. You definitely got to watch this. But this wasn't even isolated to people who was in the industry. This is flipping lunacidal. And as I said, people knew what he was doing, and he was on certain women's no list, which is cool. Everyone should, should be have the freedom to be able to work with whoever the hell they want to. But people knew that this dude was a creep, and they were talking about his hygiene. I mean, what on earth are we? This really, you know, takes the shiny veneer off what people's idea of the sex industry, pornography, adult entertainment is. Ew, ew. That's all I've got to say. Each to their own. I guess there are some women who would find him attractive, etc., etc. But his deviant behavior and him forcing himself on women is crazy. And for it to take place for so long, from the 70s all the way up till now, means people were enabling the behavior. Why were people enabling their behavior? Because most importantly, I would say they were financially being recompensed. They were either directly getting paid by getting him in these positions, agents, etc., directors, and it was like, without this dude, we ain't gonna be able to get it done. He's got name value. They excuse the behavior. It should not be done. And I'm pretty sure Ron Jeremy isn't just on an island on his own doing this crazy stuff. And they're waiting until now he's mentally not even capable of standing trial and stuff. Hmm? Why wait so long? And this is all documented stuff. And why? And a question as well. Question to some of the adult entertainers, especially within the documentary. I mean, there was a young lady who said some stuff, and it was like, well, contractually you owe them another scene, but surely if that had just taken place, what on earth? Like, you would have said no, 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 no. I'll give you the money back then or whatever. I ain't doing a scene with that fool. And then years later to do a scene with him again. It's questionable, man. There were a lot of questions. Clearly, mentally, this woman wasn't in the clearly the right state of mind, but you have to question it. Are many of these women in a right state of mind entering this adult entertainment or this industry? Some clearly are, because some leave very much unscathed, get in, get out. But there just seems to be just depravity going on in this, man. It's sad. It's real sad. Um, yeah. Hint to the wise should be more than sufficient, but Channel 4 continue doing these excellent documentaries. Don't even bother watching anything from the BBC. It's absolute just garbage, as the Americans say, or as we would say, it is rubbish. Excellent documentary. Definitely watch it. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Check out the Instagram pages. Let's get those that following up, and I will be back.